Yes, my people, it is your boy VRD back at you with another Train Sim World video. Now, guys, Service 9. Oh gosh, I should have checked. We're going to be driving Service 9 Mike 59, the Glasgow Central to London Euston service between Milton Keynes and London Euston. So let's jump into this here. First thing I'm going to do is turn off this annoying air conditioning system. Second thing I'm going to do is turn on the cab light because I can't see nothing. Right, head over to our safety systems panel. Enable the relevant safety systems. And can I just thank the person that commented on one of my previous videos telling me that the AWS needs to be fused on. No, the fuse switch needs to be closed on oh my goodness. The fuse switch on the MCB panel for the AWS needs to be closed in order for the AWS to function correctly. Thank you to the person that commented that on one of my previous videos. I have a rough idea of who it was, but I don't want to risk saying their name and it ends up being the wrong names. But thank you to whoever that was. We're gonna set our driver reminder appliance. I'm not sure why I'm still hearing the air conditioning. I thought I just turned it off. Anyway, master key on. Neutral, acknowledge the AWS, acknowledge the black alarm button. Wait for the alarm to sound again. Hello. There we are. And acknowledge the task warning. GSMR is already set up. We're gonna get our headlights into the night running configuration. Get those doors unlocked. I'm gonna go into neutral quickly just so we can pop outside and have a look at our headlights. There we are. I'm trying to get a thumbnail at the same time, but it's not really, the thumbnail isn't really thumbnailing. Okay, yeah, that's good. And yep, our headlights are displaying the night running configuration correctly, which is helpful. How many carriages are we? This is a 390 stroke 1, so we're 11 carriages long. Good to know. Are we 11 carriages? I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look on the map quickly, or I can look at this. JK, wait, 369. Yeah, 11 carriages. Cool. Right, guys. So we got a green signal, so let's get a move on. I previously, literally just now, attempted to record a run out of Euston up to Milton Keynes. You know, it was my normal video format, me beginning spawning in on foot and everything, going into the back cab. You know what I normally do, walking to the other end of the train as if I was a driver collecting this train, preparing it for duty. Got set up, departed from Euston. Literally 5 minutes into the journey, my game crashed, which rarely happens to me. I'm playing on PS5, so that was an oddity. This route is probably very poorly optimized. That's the only explanation I have for that. Explanation. Wow. Explanation I have for that. So at that point, I was just over it. I really just wanted to go to bed. However, I've got to get the content out for you lot, man. I've already been slacking off enough, so I need to get back on my feet, try to be a bit more consistent with it. So I'm going to attempt this one more time, but instead I'm going to head in the opposite direction. So from Milton Keynes down to London. Hopefully that should work a little better, a little bit better. But anyway, doors are closed. We're already running late, but I couldn't care less. Green signal, DRA reset, forward. Gonna test the hill start button as we move off. So yeah, oh, okay, there we are. What on earth was that? Okay. That was strange. That was very strange. So yeah, my commentary is probably not going to be as I'm not going to be as enthusiastic about this run in particular because it just feels very forced now. I feel like the first one, the commentary on that would have been way better, but the game just had to crash on me. So yeah, very unfortunate. Speed limit departing Watford Junction is 125, and I think 125 is the ruling speed limit until we're a couple miles out from London, excluding Watford Junction, where speed limit obviously drops down to 110. And we are scheduled to stop at Watford Junction on this run today, which I'm quite pleased about because on the run that I attempted to record just now, we weren't scheduled to stop at Watford Junction. So yeah, every cloud has a silver lining, or whatever the saying is, whatever that means. I don't even know if I used that correctly, but it is what it is. Let's get a running brake test in. So we're gonna select 4 steps of braking, shave off 10 miles an hour, brake test successful, back into full power, and up to 125 miles an hour we go. I'm also gonna turn off the cab light, or turn it down, I should say. I don't think you can turn it all the way off. Oh no, that is off. And then as you can see, we've got our lovely desk illumination system kicking in. When I was setting up the train on the previous run, I was stressing looking for the desk illumination switch. However, I quickly came to realize that the desk illumination system is on by default, which is helpful. There may be a switch for it hidden away somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So yeah, thankfully, thankfully we don't have to worry about that. And it is pitch black, guys. Yeah, guys, I don't normally I tried to avoid doing nighttime runs, but as some of you probably know, I prefer to have my game time synced up with real time, just for the purpose of immersion. And it is currently 20:53 in real time and 21:22 in game time, so we got about a half an hour difference. So yeah, unfortunately I left the recording until late today. So it is a Saturday right now, so I didn't have anything to be doing today, so I decided to rest for the whole day and only work on the content later on. So sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to try and rely on my commentary to keep you guys entertained, because I know the scenery is gonna struggle doing that with the lack of lighting and whatnot. It's a station that we're passing through. I haven't got a clue what the station is called because I'm not familiar with this area. There's a lot of freight traffic along here as well, which I'm a fan of. Maybe I shouldn't have turned the cab light off because I wanted to try mess about with the speed set. Oh, that is annoying. Yeah, I wanted to try use the speed set because I haven't used it yet and I don't know how it works. But now the cab light's off, I can't see where it is. Maybe master key, speed set. Okay, it's there. Okay, maybe I will be able to use it. When we get to 122, I'm gonna press the button and see what happens. I can't find it. Oh no, come on. Speed set is on, so yeah, I guess we're just going to be held at 124, 125. Are you gonna go above 125? Are you gonna disobey me? Are you going to disobey the speed set? Okay, no, speed seems to be balanced out, so I think the speed set is functioning correctly. I think I should have activated it slightly earlier, maybe at 122 miles an hour or something, just to give us that bit of breathing room, but I was struggling to find the switch, as you guys could see. Hopefully we'll be alright. Watford Junction station is in 23 miles time. So yeah, we've got a whole load of nothing. A whole load of nothing happening right now. And it's pitch black as well, so it's not even like I can't even tell you guys to enjoy the scenery go by or anything like that. So I literally have to yap away. Yeah, this is a bit of a disaster, guys, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the video so far, and hopefully you guys are doing well as well. It's quite boring, isn't it, the 390? Okay, not the train itself, but just the driving experience. It's really, really dull and boring. I can't believe this. I was very excited for it when they first announced it, but now that I'm actually driving it, it's cool, blimey. I prefer the Electro Star, honestly. Not sure what station this is, but that might have been Leighton Buzzard. Not too sure. Right, we've still got 20 miles to go until Watford Junction, so I might as well use this time to talk about some important things regarding the channel, I'd say. Just my some plans that I've got for the remainder of 2024 and throughout 2025 as well. So I do plan on, I think I touched on this in one of my previous videos, I do plan on starting live streaming. I'm due to invest in some gaming equipment, mainly being a gaming monitor and a gaming chair, and then I'm gonna have to try to find somewhere in my house to get all that set up, and then I'm gonna start live streaming probably when we get to 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers seems like enough people to start live streaming and actually get some engagement going on in the live stream, because I don't want to be one of these people that just sit by themselves in a live stream. If I'm live streaming, I actually want people to be there watching it. So yeah, that is something I'm going to be getting into very soon, guys. And other than that, it's just waiting for new content to come out. Not new content, new products from the developers. Some more routes, some more trains. I've already said I want to see another London Overground route, the East London line down to West Croydon and Crystal Palace and all of that. I think that is my number one request for upcoming DLC, the East London line, 100% by miles. So hopefully we do see that soon. But yeah, any new UK route with electric multiple units and sometimes diesel multiple units as well, I will definitely be all over it. I'll be making content on it as quickly as possible. I do also want to use this opportunity to thank thank all of my current supporters. You know, this is quite a small channel, but because of the support that I'm getting, it feels like I'm way bigger than I actually am. If that makes any sense. I have such a small amount of subscribers, but the engagement that I get with my videos is honestly heartwarming, and it's one of the main things that keeps me going. You know, just even if it's just short two-worded comments like "nice video" or "good work, bro," they honestly help so much. And then sometimes I get paragraphs as well of people telling me that they enjoy my sense of humor, and that the content helps them become better at the game, because I don't this isn't just entertainment, it's slightly educational as well. That's the kind of theme that I've got going on with my channel. So knowing that people are getting help in that sense is really encouraging as well. And I do plan on growing the channel to but yeah, you guys know what I'm getting at, man. You guys know what I'm getting at. All right, 12 miles to Watford Junction. This is a very bendy route, I must say. The West Coast mainland is, uh, compared to the East Coast mainland, the West Coast mainland is very, very bendy and curvy, which is why the Pendolinos have the tilt feature implemented. That's why they were built with the ability to tilt, because it enables them to travel at higher speeds whilst taking corners. The East Coast mainland, that I'd say is the main route between London and Scotland. Even though the West Coast mainland also goes from London to Scotland, it's far longer due to the amount of curves it has. So people tend to use the West Coast mainland for traveling to places like Birmingham and Liverpool, Manchester. But for people that just want to go straight to Scotland, they'll just take the East Coast mainland because it's more of a direct way there. I must say, driving one of these things in real life, when you're coming through stations at 125 miles an hour and there are people on the platforms, it must be very unsettling. I feel like I'd be on the edge of my seat each time. One time I was at Watford Junction in real life, and speed limit through there is obviously 110. And there was a woman right on the edge of the platform. I'm talking right on the edge, like past the yellow line, and a Pendolino was coming through at high speed, and the driver had to literally sound his horn. He was literally sounding his horn for a good 10 seconds, just for this woman to realize that there was a train coming. And when she realized, she just had such an unbothered reaction. She just slowly stepped behind the yellow line. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. But from the driver's perspective, I don't think it was funny at all. Right. Watford Junction is now, speaking of Watford Junction, it's now in 4.7 miles time. 4.7 miles away, I should say. Miles is not a unit of time. Um, I already realized that because I can see the 110 limit on the track monitor there. So that prompted me to, because I know that the speed limit through Watford Junction is 110. So yeah, I kind of put two and two together. If the speed limit through Watford Junction was 125, there's a good chance we would have flown right through it. But luckily that 110 limit caught my attention. So, what are we doing now? 125. So we need to lose 15 miles an hour, which isn't a lot. So I don't think I'm gonna brake too early. I'm gonna shut off the power about now, and at this signal here, I'm gonna give it 2 steps of braking. Is that the TASS? Okay, the TASS, the TASS didn't like that. The TASS wanted us to brake slightly earlier, so okay, we'll keep that in mind. I was doing fine though. I was only doing like 2 miles an hour above the speed limit. No, but I hear it though, because obviously the TASS probably wanted to make sure that we were still alert and everything, so it's understandable. I think at this signal here, I'm gonna get a brake step 2 application in, because that's 2 signal spaces out from the. Actually, no, it's not. Oh, I should have been the next signal. The next signal probably would have been a better place to get the brakes in, but no, we'll see how we get on now. Okay, let's up that to brake step 4 before we embarrass ourselves. What I normally try to do is get the brakes in 2 signal spaces out from the platform starter signal of the station I intend to stop at, because by that logic, if we were to imagine that that signal was a double yellow signal, then if the platform starter was a red signal, then we'd be going slow enough to stop at that signal. So that is, when I'm learning routes, when I'm driving on routes that I'm not familiar with, that is the technique that I prefer to use. I don't think I worded that in an understandable way, but yeah. And we have a, yeah, nice, that was a decent approach. This train has really good brakes, I must say. Like, it didn't feel like we were slowing down from 125 just then. It felt like we were slowing down from 60 or something. Like when you're driving in a 395, for example, you have to brake way earlier. I'm not saying that the 395 doesn't have good brakes, because it does, but I'm just used to braking a lot further out from the station on those things. So yeah, I'm gonna try stop with the stop board in the window there, but I doubt I'm gonna pull it off. Oh, okay, we actually did it. Maximum braking, neutral, and the door release on the left. Watford Junction, my people. Watford Junction. Hopefully the game doesn't crash on me again between here and London Euston, but if it does, then I'll still upload this, because we actually managed to get a decent run in. How long have we been going for? Like 15 minutes? 24 minutes, okay. And we're actually on time as well. I thought we were running late, but no. Right, green signal. Hit the door close button. It's weird not hearing the sound of the doors closing, because We're so far forward from the passenger compartment. What? Hello? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so now I can hear the doors closing. I was about to say. Oh. There we are. Interlock light illuminated. Green signal. Forward. I like the sounds of just the brake. The brake. What is that? What is that sound called? My lack of terminology showing once again. Brake, brake, brake. What is that sound called? The brake valves. There we go. Just the sound of the valves and everything, and then that sort of that sneezy sound when we started moving off. I like that as well. Although the motor sounds, it's a bit of a different story. I don't think I like the motor sounds too much. They haven't really been looped too well as well. You can hear it. You can literally hear it looping, which is not good at all. But yeah, the other small details like the brake valve sounds and stuff like that, very well done. Next station, London Euston, my people. Next station, London Euston. It's gonna be a while before I'm able to drive this route HUD-Less. I'll tell you that. If I really tried, then I'd be able to do it HUD-Less by now. But I'm not trying. I'm not trying at all. I'm not motivated to try. There's not a lot of AI traffic around as well. It is quite late, to be honest, but still, I thought I'd see a bit more AI traffic. Speed limit's gone back up to 125 as we pass through Bushy Station. I could see a yellow signal in the distance. Does that apply to us? No, that is for the DC line. And I think the speed set, yep, the speed set turns itself off when you, is it when you shut off power or is it when you just touch the handle? I'm not even sure. But yeah, the speed set obviously turns itself off. Similar to when you're using cruise control in your car, like the moment you tap on the brakes, it just turns itself off. And I don't see myself turning it back on because speed limit isn't going to be 125 for that much longer. Alright, so let's shut off the power or cut it back, maybe not completely shut it off because we are on a downward gradient, but I just want to see that we're still, I want to see if we're able to rely on gravity to maintain speed, but it doesn't look like we are, so I'm going to remain in notch 1 of power, which seems to be balancing us out. No, we're gaining a bit of speed. Okay, we'll shut off the power for now, see what happens. Now we're losing speed, so it's probably going to be jumping between notch 1 and the off position for now. Wembley Central Station coming up, I think. No, Harrow and Wardstone, my bad. Yeah, it's a very quick run between Milton Keynes and London Euston. It's not too long at all. It's only about, if you're running non-stop, it's only about 40 minutes. So yes, really quick and boring. There's South Kenton Station on the right, followed by North Wembley Station. Is it North Wembley or Wembley North? I think it's North Wembley. And speed limit shortly goes down to 110 miles an hour. Now passing through Wembley Central. And I'm gonna brake slightly earlier so the TASS doesn't shout at me. Probably at this signal coming up here. Gonna give it 2 steps of braking. And releasing the brakes at 108 just to give us a bit of breathing room, although the gradient has leveled out a bit, so gonna go back into notch 1 of power. I say the gradient's leveled out a bit, it's completely leveled out now. Passing through Euston. Got a further reduction in the speed limit down to 105. And another reduction down to 80 that I almost didn't realise. We're on a downward gradient, so we're not slowing down too well. Let's give it a bit more braking. There we are. Ooh, bang on. Hold on, what was that AWS warning for? I don't think it was for a yellow signal, so we won't worry about that. Getting back on the brakes for the reduction down to 55. as we pass through, I think that's South Hampstead station. And we've got another reduction down to 50. Letter D in the sorry box. I don't know what D stands for, but probably line D. And I'm just gonna coast it out for now. Not gonna bother applying any power. It feels quite fast, even though we're only doing 50 miles an hour, because of the lack of lighting. It really affects your perceptive of movement. And we've got a yellow signal coming up, so I'm guessing that means we're going to be held outside of Euston. Oh no, we've been cleared into Euston. Okay, interesting. So I'm going to tap on the brakes. Increase the brakes because we've got the 40 limit coming up, which we're not slowing down. Okay, we slowed down just in time. Releasing. We are scheduled to arrive in platform 13, so we're looking out for the number 13 in the sorry box associated with the following signal. Number 13. Perfect. And we got a 25 limit for the entry into Euston station, which again we are not slowing down for quick enough. There we are. On a downward gradient, so gravity brought me back above 25. And the lighting in Euston station is ridiculous. I don't like this at all. Oh, let's bring it down to below 15 for the entry speed, because as you guys know, on entry into a dead end platform, no faster than 15 for safety reasons. But as I was saying, the lighting at Euston station is disgusting. It's been overdone. It's night time right now, but it seems like there's still sunlight shining on the platforms, which I don't like. So I hope we see an update for that very soon. Let's just bring it below 10 miles an hour so we don't get tripped out by the TPWS grids. It's too bright, man. It's hurting my eyes. I can't even see the speedometer anymore. Give it another burst of brakes. Step 1. Is that gonna do the job? Oh, yes, perfect. Look at that. Lovely. Right, maximum braking. Neutral. DRA set. Door release on the left. Tail lights on. Reverser into the off position. Remove the master key. Safety systems disabled. AWS. driver safety device, vigilance, and we're gonna open the fuse for the AWS because that is how it was when we found it. Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. Oh wait, it's this here, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. And we're gonna head outside and do the outro. Ask station team to load back. Okay.
Please do not leave your luggage unattended on the station. Luggage left unattended may be removed without warning or destroyed or damaged by the security services.
Okay. I'd like to thank you guys you guys for taking the time to watch this video. Constructive feedback and criticism is more than welcome in the comment section below and is highly appreciated. If you'd like to further support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. I will catch you guys in the next one. Love.